On our right hand side here, this long red wooden canoe you see is called a wakatawa. It's a New Zealand war canoe. It weighs about 2.5 tons and can see 40 warriors traveling at speeds of 15 miles per hour. It was originally a gift for King George V of England. However, before the canoe was able to be completed, King George V passed away, upon which time the creator of the canoe promptly buried it in the ground. About the time that this canoe, the center was opened up 38 years ago, a farmer in New Zealand was plowing his field when he struck something. He dug a 2.5-ton boat out of his field, at which time they gave it to the center as a gift, where it's refurbished and you see it as it is today. To our left-hand side here, you can see the island beach village of Fiji. The hut closest to us is the chief's hut here in Fiji. The chief's hut has 4 separate entrances to it. The entrance to the east was for the commoners. That on the north and south side of the house were for the visiting chiefs and for the chief's family. And the door on the west side was for the chief and the chief alone. Any other person caught entering through the chief's hut, through the chief's door, here in Fiji, was soon clubbed to death. They felt the chief, upon entering through that door, would gain special powers. And in order to keep the chief the most powerful person in the village, they would kill anybody else trying to get any special powers. So when you happen to visit Fiji, always remember, ladies first. Okay, to our right-hand side here we have another building where it's very important you make sure you know which door you go through. It's known as the restroom. It's the most popular building in the center today, with about 99% of our guests going here daily. Here in the restroom we greet the people by saying, "Hurry up!" And the response is, "Wait a minute!" To the left-hand side here we have a Fijian garden with a variety of different plants inside of it. The tall, skinny trees you see all over the place are, of course, the coconut trees. The banana trees, the short green ones on the left-hand side. These little stubs we see sticking out of the ground here are what we have of the tapioca plant, the root of which is used to make tapioca pudding. And this large broadleaf tree here, this bushy tree, is called a breadfruit tree. It's given that name because they thought that the fruit on the tree had the same flavor as bread. I've eaten that fruit before and I really don't agree with whoever named that tree. I would have named it a squash fruit tree. To our left-hand side here, this is a typical Fijian dwelling. The roof is made out of a certain leaf. They used for roofing material and throughout Polynesia was sugar cane. The reason they would do this is because of the sugar in the leaves. The leaves are much of a stew at all. Here in Hawaii, all of those buildings are done to the hula. Children go to school learn how to dance.
Cousins, there's more room on this side. Make sure you have room. Yeah, way in the back. Way in the back and Hey cousins, make sure you have space. Because you want to go like this.
Okay, step forward. For the ones in the front, yeah, there you go. Kind of spread out just a bit. Okay, bring your hands to your chest like this. Elbows are straight out. Extend your right hand out to your right side. Ladies, you're going to wave your hands gracefully as you go along. Guys, you leave them straight. If you want to look graceful, go right ahead. Same thing as you go to the left. Everybody to your left, back to your right, bend your knees. We're going take it with 2 steps to the right and to your left together. Ready, begin. 1. To your right. Now to your left. 3. And 4. To the right. 1. 2. Left. 3. 4. Again. 1. 2. 1. And stop. Very good. Your first hand motion, your left hand up. Your left, my right. Your left, my right. Okay. Other hand comes underneath the elbow, and you're going to bring it right across in front of you like this. Okay, one more time. Along that beach. Next hand motions, you're going to make waves in front of you. Okay, we want small waves, not tidal waves. No tidal waves. Okay, very good. Next hand motion is above your head. You're going to shake the person that catches your eye on the beach. If you came with someone, be nice. Or you better shape it right. Okay, shape that person in 2 counts. Ready, begin. 1 and 2. Wow. Somewhere like that. Okay, next hand motion, hands to your chest. Elbows are up. Okay, this imitates a chicken. We don't have chickens in Hula. Okay, not this one. From the beginning, along that beach. At Waikiki. There's Tom Selleck. He's waiting for me. Okay? Next one is to your eyes. 2 waves of the eyes. 1 and 2. Arms out and give yourself a big hug for lovable charm. From the beginning again. Along that beach. At Waikiki. There is someone who's waiting for you. Elbows up. With nice eyes and lovable charm. Very good. Now I'm going to add the steps. Okay, 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. Whatever you do, just keep on moving. Okay, from the right, everybody's hands to the right. Ready? And 1 and 2. Left, 3. First hand motion along that beach. Keep on moving. And Waikiki. Shake that person who's waiting for you. Elbows up with nice eyes and lovable charms. And stop. All right. We're not done yet. Hands on your hips for the last motion. Bend the knees. And you're going to rotate your hips in a circle. Doesn't matter what direction as long as you form a circle. And there's no corners in a circle. Okay? Whatever you do, don't move your whole body like that. Just your hips. Okay, your hips look sexier. Okay, we're going to do 5 circles all together. 2 slow ones followed by 3 fast ones. Ready, begin. 1 and 2. And 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Not good, so let's try it again. Here we go. And 1. And 2, and 1, 2, 3. Much better. We'll end the dance by taking 2 steps to your right, just like the beginning. 2 steps to the right and stop. Ready? And 1, 2, stop. Left foot forward. Pull, kiss. Take a bow. Okay, we're going to do this twice with the music. You make a mistake, smile bigger.
Music.
Here we go. And smile.
Smile, guys.
Along that beach.
Along that beach.
Wave. Shape that person. Hands to your chest. Eyes. Give yourself a big hug. Rotate those hips. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all by yourselves. Okay. Hands to your chest. Eyes. Give yourself a big hug. Rotate those hips. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Dance. Blow a kiss. Now give yourselves a big hand. Thank you. Thank you for entertaining us.
You liked it. I did. You like it too, didn't you?
There's some taro plants growing in the water in the back of you. If you're not familiar with taro, it's alright. They grow all over the world actually, in tropical regions. It's even South America, Africa, as well as throughout Asia and the Pacific. Now under the ground there's a tuber growing like this. And this is a big starch. All we do is cook it and mash it. Oh, peel the skin off. And mash it. So that's what poi is. There's no such thing as a poi plant. Poi is a process where you take a starch, like taro, and you mash it. And then it becomes poi. So I have some poi that I just made about an hour ago, right here. It just looks like that because people have been dipping in their toothpicks all day. So we get to try fresh Hawaiian poi. All you need to do is just grab a toothpick and you need to
Did you do anything else with the taro?
Yeah, but right now, just poi.
I mean, you make a flour out of it or bake with it? No?
Because it's good, go right ahead, sample it.
Go ahead and try some.
Pot, he said.
What's up, pineapple?
This is our group.
And of Marquesas. And we greet you by saying Ka'oha. Try that. Ka'oha. All right. Ka'oha to you, ladies and gentlemen. Before we bring the dancers over here, and to do for you the hakapuaka, and that's the big dance. What we would like to do is to introduce to you this place. It's something that you're going to learn from the people in the island of Marquesas. We have about 12 islands, and only 6 of them are inhabited. The population in the island of Marquesas is about 10 to 14,000 people who live now. And these islands are volcanic islands. They were discovered by a Spanish navigator named Captain Mendoza in the 1500s. And he's the one, he named this island Marquesas in honor of the wife Viceroy of Peru. And her name was Marquesas de Cristina. Yeah, but our ancestors discovered this land way before them. And they call it the Henua Enana, meaning the land of man. Now, our island of Marquesas, or the Henua Enana, are located 2,700 miles southeast of Hawaii and 750 miles northeast of Tahiti. Yeah, our island of Marquesas is more closer to Tahiti than Hawaii. Now, to go over there, we don't really have an international airport. But what the flight do, land to the island of Tahiti, and then you take another flight to go to Marquesas. It takes about 2 hours and a half to get there. Now, the island of Marquesas is also part of the French Polynesia. Okay, so our official language is French, but we still have our native language, which is Marquesian. Now, this area, ladies and gentlemen, we don't call that a village. We know that you've been to our village already, probably the village of Tahiti. The other side is the village of Hawaii, but here is mostly a chief compound, and we call that a tohua. In this tohua, we do a lot of ceremonies. And when it comes for the time for a ceremony, not everyone are allowed to be here. That means the tribe or the villages, when they come here, they are mostly invited, okay, by the chief and the queen. Okay. And the ceremony that we held in this compound, we do a lot of crowning of a new chief and new queen. We celebrate all the weddings and all the firstborn of our family. We also celebrate the death of a chief and how we select a priest. Now, all those special ceremonies are only done in a special place. It's never done in a village. All the huts that you see around you are mostly occupied by men. Example, like this one, this hut facing our main entrance, we call that the ha'eto, and that's our warrior's hut. Okay. And next over here is the ha'etukau, and that's the temple. Only 2 special people are allowed to stay in there. Most of the time is the priest or the high priest, and sometimes is our chief. Okay, and no one else. And if you go in there, then you might be sacrificed. Nowadays, not anymore. On the other side, we call that the ha'e ko'u, and that hut is reserved for our grandparents. I mentioned that we celebrate the firstborn of our family. Now, your boys go in there and enjoy their grandpapas. And inside there, they're going to learn the genealogy of the ancestors, to speak the language, and to learn the history of Marquesas, but mostly it's to prepare our firstborn how to be a warrior. Okay? And on the other side, next to the Ha'e Toa, that's the Ha'e Manahi'i. Okay? And that's your hut. Okay? Our chief, when he has some friends, some special people, then he wants to make sure that his guests, they are well taken care. So they have a hut for them. They're gonna go straight into their hut and to watch the ceremony. So ladies and gentlemen, if you miss your bus, you know that hut is for you. Okay? All right. On the other side is the Ha'e Vehine, and that's the only hut in this compound that is reserved for our mothers. Okay? And once our mothers, they gather here together, and then they weave a lot, and they use a lot of leaves. They use coconut leaves, the pandanus leaves, the tea leaves, and banana leaves, and they weave a lot of mats, baskets, headbands. They weave anything with the leaves that they have. Okay? And over here we have the biggest hut, and we call that the Ha'e Hakaiki Nui, and that's the chief and the queen's hut. Try to say Ha'e Hakaiki Nui. Hey, you passed for Marquesian. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, our Ha'e Hakaiki Nui is just, way back there. Okay? All right, now sit back and relax. We're going to bring our boys over here, our warriors or to'os, and they're going to do for you the hakapu waka, the big hunt. Hey, tautua e, tautua e, anukumai, anukumai. No mai, no mai, koto, koto, anukumai, oh, oh, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, 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 hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, ho, hey, ho, ho, hey, ho, do, koto, koto, he te mo mani ka o ha, oh, he to ha, hey, hey, he to ha, hey, ho, ho, ha, hey, ho, do, koto, koto, he te mo mani ka o ha, no, oh, he to ha, hey, hey, he to ha, hey, ho, ho, ha, hey. How about a big hand for our two gringos over here? They just welcome you all over, Marquesas. Ho, 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 tane, ho, 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 tane. Hutu kinana, hey, hutu kinana, hutu eh, ho. Pepe toma, ho, ho. Take it to Doga, take it to Wako, yeah, 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 yeah. Mo, mo, do it, ho, 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 tane. Ka ue nana, hey, ka ue nana, te tau te kohu, te hinua, eh, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho, makariti, makarito, oi, 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 ho. Tukutuku wa e na ko, hey, te ko, ho. Tukutuku wa e na ko, hey, te ko, hey, hoya, ho, hoya, e na ko kaki, hoya, hoya, ho, ho, hoya. We know that you are ready to dance, and guys, you're going to dance 4 times, okay? Your first one, you're going to face us. Second one, you face the grandparents' hut. On the other side is the tukau or the temple, and then again you face us, and there's 4. And you're going to do the same motion, 4 times. Koto, 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 he te mo manihiki, ko, ko te vai. Ho, 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 hey, hey, ho, ho, hey, hey, ho, hey, hey, ho, hey, ho, 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 hey, ho, ho, hey, hey, ho, hey, hey, ho, hey, ho, ho, hey, ho, ho, hey, hey, ho, kuku anako ke he. And at this time, we'd like to invite also the ladies. Okay, ladies, it's your turn to stand up and come here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our dancers now perform the haka, or Maori war dance of New Zealand. We say three words sometimes, and out there at all. Let us now welcome the happy people of Samoa with Samoa as they do that, dressed in shades of pink and magenta, honoring the beautiful sunset scene in the island of Samoa. Dressed in their beautiful masks, Opa and that. The use of blue, representing white Wakea, Sky Father, and his starry rock. Our performance to dances of yesterday. The beautiful red morning sky of Tonga.
Divided into 5 main groups, like represented here on this wall. Tahiti is located right here, and about 750 miles northeast of Tahiti, we can find the islands of Marquesas, or the Henua Inanna. The Henua Inanna is the original name for these islands, and it means the land of men. But later on, a Spanish discovers the islands. And then that's why we have a Spanish name for these islands, Marquesas. Also, the islands of Marquesas are represented here at the center. They are situated in the back of us up the hill if you exit this way. And they are teaching you more about the cultures, arts, and crafts. Just as important, it is to provide financial support for many of the students that attend the nearby Brigham Young University, Hawaii. 70% of our employees over here are students. And by being here, you are helping them, and including myself, in our education. Now, I would like for you to meet 2 of my friends. They are going to share with you what they are planning to accomplish while they are here in Hawaii and studying.
Everybody try Yorana. Yorana. Right. My name is Heilani. I'm from Tahiti. I'm a sophomore in BYU Hawaii. My major is TESOL, which is teaching English to speak other languages. I want to thank you for coming all here in our village, and I hope you have a great day.
Yorana. Thank you. My name is Paniroro. I'm from Tahiti. My major is computer science. Thank you for coming and making our education possible. Maruru.
Now, Earlier today you learned one Tahitian word, yaorana, a green word. Now you're going to learn how to say thank you. Everybody repeat after me and say maururu. Maururu. That means thank you. And now, since the center opened in 1963, we have been able to help graduate more than 12,000 students throughout the world, mostly from Pacific and Asia. And this would have never been able without you, so what about a big hand for yourself? And once again, thank you for making our education possible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to have fun? Yes! All right, we're going to teach you something that you can take home and share with your families and friends. Let's start with the ladies first. Ladies, would you please stand up? All the ladies stand up. All right. Well, we're going to teach you a dance that is called tamuri, ori tahiri, or passive shaking dance. It is going to be in a slower version, okay? What you got to do is to put your heels together so that your feet are forming a V. Okay, you got to form a V with your feet. Now you're going to bend your knees and push your knees back and forth one at a time, making your hips going side to side. I know you couldn't see yourself.
Spanish brought us the guitars, and the Hawaiians gave us the ukulele. But prior to the days when we had these modern instruments, we only had two forms of musical instrument. Okay, they're both a percussion instrument, the wooden drum. The wooden drum is used throughout Polynesia. And the other one is the derua. Okay? Everybody saying derua. Derua. Oh, the bamboo drum. Okay. Derua is made from the bamboo plant, and I'm going to take a minute or two just to explain a little bit about the bamboo plant, because it is a very useful plant to us people in Fiji. Now, the bamboo plant, we use them for water storage. For example, here in my hand, I hold a 5-gallon can. And the way you make your 5-gallon can is very simple. You just chop down the bamboo to the desired length, get a long stick, and you punch out the joints so it's hollow all the way through. Leaving the last joint closed, of course, and there you have yourself a 5-gallon water container. All right. Now, whenever we go to the nearby stream to go bathe, we would always carry one of these, and we would bring it back filled with water, and that would give us a day or two supply of water. This is a kid-sized container. An adult would carry one twice the size of this. It holds about 10, 12 gallons. Now, we also use bamboo for building our houses. See, a tall house like this was built without the aid of modern machineries because we didn't have those. We make scaffolding using bamboos because bamboo is very light, at the same time they're very strong. So to build a tall house that we're in right now, we would make scaffolding out of bamboos. If you're wondering why our houses are built this way, It's because of days like today. It rains a lot in Fiji. Rains 2/3 out of the year in Fiji. So my ancestors, when they designed our houses, they designed them with steep sloping roofs, so when it rains, the water would go straight down to the ground. Also, somehow they discovered that the same thing that we learn in science, that heat rises. So this creates a form of air conditioning for us, helps the air to circulate during the days when they're not raining, keep it cool.